Welcome to yet again another episode with yo boy TheFearRaiser. Follow me on my social media, links down in the description below. Whoops, where did that shameless plug come from? But seriously though, there is a lot of things you will find on this channel. Stories, life advice, and so much more that all comes straight from this big old noggin of mine. But brain power like this doesn't come easy, folks. You gotta eat a lot of sushi, and I'm talking raw. Like eating all that raw salmon and other indistinguishable delicacies you'll find in any sushi roll that will give you those omega-3s, baby. That's the key. But with all of these things about myself I talk about, I have yet to ever mention to you guys about the one thing that close to no one has ever known. But before we get into this video, guys, I thought I would quickly mention today's sponsor, Huion. Huion sent me their remarkable wireless 13.8 by 8.6 inch graphic tablet that comes with a wireless pen stylus, connected stylus, and a smooth surface that would make any artist succumb to its wonderful, blissful grace at every twist of the wrist. That's right, folks. With this graphic tablet, it will bring you advanced expressions of inspiration and achieve amazing creativity. And the wireless transmission can reach a distance up to 15 meters so that you can enjoy flexible thinking and working. To find out more, be sure to check the link to their website, which is down in the description below. Alright, let's do this. I have yet to ever mention to you guys about the one thing that close to no one has ever known. And well, that is that I was once world champion at a game. Liar! I'm not lying. Proof. Okay, come on. You're gonna have to go with me on this one. Okay, look. Let me explain my story before you start doubting me. So way back in the day when the DS was around and kids from left, right, and center were dishing out those Game Boy DS games like fresh baked cookies from the cafeteria. And I'm not talking about this DS. No. This one. The first. And there was this one game my friend and myself got into. That game was called Dragon Quest Monster Joker. Now, this game, created by Square Enix with the art style but the same person who made Dragon Ball Z, Akira Toriyama, was a turn-based game that sort of had a function like Pokemon and Digimon, but you would essentially go around this world hunting and capturing these monsters who were ranked from F monsters being the weakest to X, which was essentially God mode, and would combine monsters together in order to evolve them. The catch, though, was that only certain ones could be combined into better monsters, and it would make the grind on getting the higher ranked monsters a very challenging one. Now, the thing that I loved about this game was that it was one of the first games I ever recall for the DS having a world tournament style that was competitive. What you would do is select a party of 3, I think, and submit them into the tournament, and then wait to see how far your monsters make it as it becomes some sort of like simulated battle across the platform. When me and my friend got this game, we didn't expect too much. I mean, back then we were young and addicted to gaming, so we picked up this game and it felt like a breath of fresh air. Once we understood the mechanics and such and bet the game, we continued to play, grinding through the game, combining monsters with monsters, constantly figuring out how to get the right combinations together so that we could create a team of god monsters to fight against the world. And the craziest thing was we didn't really have the internet to help us too much. Granted, the internet was becoming a thing in terms of blogs and discussion forums with some games, but it was pretty hard to even find some proper guidance with this game when we would try, so a lot of our hard work solely came from our own mistakes and knowledge. Once we discovered the tournament of Dragon Quest Monster Joker, we became obsessed. And after about a month or two of playing obsessively and working hard on getting far with our monsters and leveling them up, we were ready for the tournament. This was the moment. Do or die. I had worked so freaking hard for this team that I had assembled, and that team was in fact a party of 3 god monsters that I had fused together to get. And let me tell you, that was no walk in the park. They really made this game challenging, especially for 13 to 14 year olds, so you can imagine how much this meant to us. Getting goosebumps thinking back to this. It was at this point we entered the tournament, signing up our team and going to school. Because the fights were happening in a weird real-time sort of way, so you'd have to walk away from the game for a day to even get a decent idea on how far you're getting in the tournament. I do want to quickly throw this in here. You also had the choice to do those battles yourself, as in choose your monster's actions, like in Pokemon, or you could leave it up to the AI, so it was an interesting way to go about it. Anyways, this one faithful day, I remember I had put my guys in the tournament, went to school, and went out all day. My team was extremely powerful, and I had a lot of confidence that I would get very far in the matches since I had taken this thing that seriously. And at the end of the day, I had come home, did some homework, and after playing some other games, I decided to take my DS, hop in the bed, and see how far I was in the tournament before going to sleep, before I was going to go to school the next day. This was where things just got out of hand. As I had turned on my DS and checked, it had said that I was facing, and I kid you not, was facing the #1 champion in the world, which was some person whose name was in Chinese, so don't ask me what their name was. But after seeing this on my DS screen, you can only imagine the adrenaline going through my body, which was at maximum capacity. Or so I thought. So this was the moment I entered the match and faced the world's best, and so the fight began. It was an intense battle with lots of nerving moments and lots of close calls. But in the end, at around midnight, I was playing this for a little bit. At around midnight, I had won the battle and had become the #1 champion of Dragon Quest Monster Joker. After I had bet the previous champion, I had literally made a scene in my house and had gotten mad from how happy I was. And as you can imagine, my folks were not too pleased about that. But everything was just happening so fast. It just somehow happened that way. And for quite some time after that, I had kept my position as world's best. Needless to say, I eventually stopped playing and had put the game away. But I had never felt more satisfied with my experience playing that game. And that's the story. Anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and follow me on my social media. I do a giveaway every weekend on both my Instagram and Twitter for my followers to get some free merch, so be sure to follow me, both links down in the description below. Thanks again to Huion for sending me this graphic tablet. It is honestly a very smooth and comfortable tablet for any inspiring artist out there, and I can honestly say I enjoy using it for work quite a bit, so it gets my stamp of approval. Be sure to check it down in the description below to get the Huion website to check out their products and to maybe grab a graphic tablet yourself. And that's all for now. Catch you in the next video. See ya!